Well, hello and welcome. It is time to start selling your success. I'm going to run you through an introduction to sales right here, right now. It's really, really important that you listen to this because you're probably going to naturally have an impact on how you approach your calls and your understanding of the sales process. So just sit back and relax. I know this training is going to help you make a lot more money. And of course, enroll more students, clients, and customers. There's a few trainings that you're going to do inside this module. Obviously, we're going to teach you how to sell, how to pitch your services, how to speak with the customers. Your tonality is very important. What's really important is we're going to make sure you know how to take payments. So my suggestion is go through the entire training. Sales is a skill. Because it is a skill, you're going to want to keep going over and over your skills, sharpening your skills. Especially if you're like me, training never stops. You can always improve. And you never know who is going to sit across from you at the next sales conversation. I still train. I still use the same material that I've used, that I learned from 8-9 months ago, even before that, because there are techniques that are proven. You too will find that there are certain trainings that you're going to just replay just to hone in that skill, because there are some trainings that even when you're watching them on repeat, you're picking up new techniques along the way. Of course, what you want to remember is that repetition is king, so that you can perform at your highest levels at all times. Going through the sales training will not help you unless you keep training over and over on it. You're going to listen to it, but you're not going to embody it and practice it without repetition. I can promise you, the more you go through the training over and over again, you're going to see it from different lenses, from different perspectives, so that you can keep honing in your skills. So sales is trainable. Sales is a skill that you can learn. There is no word for word sales script that exists that is 100% foolproof. The problem solver is the product pusher. That is you. But what you will learn are comprehensive phases that conversations go through, so that you can identify, anticipate, and respond to the potential client better, more efficiently, so that they perceive the conversation to be productive and based on value. Okay. And if nothing else, they will leave feeling like you taught them something. And if it's a win-win, they will also become a client or customer. So if you suck in the beginning, no worries, because literally the more you role play this particular skill, which is sales, you will find yourself improving over time and balancing the scales more to your favor, where you're able to show what your products can actually do and win over more potential clients. Literally, what I'm showing you here and teaching you increased my sales 40% just by learning more skills, more techniques, more tactics to use during a conversation with a potential client. That number is really huge. I invested in learning a skill. It increased my sales um, percentage, and I can teach it to you today. And I definitely know that it works. And think to yourself how you feel every time you have a sales conversation without a roadmap, without direction. Who's leading the call? Because ultimately, sales is leadership. Sales skills are known to increase your sales percentage, increase your closing percentage, and increase your sales skills, persuasion skills, influencing skills overall. So it's definitely worth the investment. So if you take this training seriously and use it effectively, play it back over and over again, practice the skills over and over again. And when I say practice, you don't have to practice by yourself. If you don't have someone to role play, just what you want to do is schedule more and more sales conversations with prospective clients and make sure that you're using the skills that you're learning right here so that you can have more of those conversations and you can become more persuasive. So to get started, we're going to break down the sales framework. But before we do that, I want to remind you that in order to practice, you definitely want to schedule yourself daily so that you can practice some of these skills. You want to take notes and you want to record any of the calls that you get your prospective clients on. Absolutely analyze the calls, especially the missed ones. Try to analyze what happened after you started the conversation within the first 15 minutes. And then after the first 15 minutes, what happened then? Okay. Money is never the reason why somebody didn't enroll. So the three frameworks are the discovery, the transition, and then the offer. Now, in each of these, there are steps, which is great for you because you're going to make sure that you're walking through each and every step so that within each step, you're actually checking off if you positioned your conversation and checked off exactly what you're supposed to say per section, per the discovery section, per the transition section, and per the offer section before you move on. Now, although this is a framework, there is a human side to the conversation. You're definitely going to make them feel at ease. You're going to be composed. You're going to feel confident, but you're going to make sure that the purpose of the call is to provide value and education in order for the potential client to make a informed decision. That is your goal. You are then going to proceed with the different sections, and the different sections will cover the necessary information that you're going to need in order to show the prospective client or customer what you have to offer them to take them from A to B. That way, they have gotten the full experience of the sales call or the sales conversation, and they feel like, okay, I'm enrolling, and if they don't enroll, then yeah, it's not for me because of these specific reasons. So remember, use what we share here so that you can help your prospective clients make better decisions. You will hopefully prevent objections if they have all the information, and they will remember the actual call as a productive call and a useful call that taught them something and helped them to make a decision about your product or your service. All right, see you in the next training.